One of the requirements of GCUB is the need for you to write two statements. Okay, you write one essay called essay one and second one essay two. And what are those things that each of the essays should contain? And that is what this video is all about. Good day, guys, and you're welcome back to this YouTube channel. I want to ask you a question. When you're preparing for your graduate application, what are those things that are very, very important for you to prepare for? Is it the publications? Is it the work experience? Well, in the course of this video, I'm going to be discussing with you in details or specifically what Brazilian professors look out for when they are assessing applications. Watch to the end so that you can glean from all the information I'm going to share with you. One of the requirements of GCUB is the need for you to write two statements. Okay, you write one essay called essay one and second one essay two. And what are those things that each of the essays should contain? And that is what this video is all about. So without much ado, let's just delve into it. Okay, so number one is work experience. It is important that you mention in your in your essay one part of your work experience. Okay, because essay one is just like background to what you want to do, what you have been doing. So it is important for you to talk about your work experience. And of course, if there are any publications that you have, so other than talking about your work experience, other aspect that you need to talk, which is very, very important, includes your academic expectation. What are the expectations from the course you have chosen? What do you look forward to learn? What do you want to improve on? Okay, thereafter you need to talk about your professional expectation. What are the skills you wish to learn in the course of doing this particular course that you have chosen? Okay, so your professional expectation should be included in the essay one. Okay, the next thing we are supposed to consider also is the prospects that you think you will now be able to do once you return. Supposedly you are returning back to your home country. What are those things that you will now be able to do with your newly acquired skills? All right, so the last thing that is very important for you to mention in essay one also is your interests. What are your interests? What do you like to do? What are the areas that you would like to improve on? And so all of these 5 or 6 different points are what you should put together for essay one, right? I could also assist to review. The Bible says, in the multitude of so many corrections, error can be averted. So in the multitude of, after you have reviewed, you have given to people to review for you, I could also help to review the application, the essay one, okay, and essay two. Now moving on, let's go to essay two. What are the basic things? What are the things that should be in your essay two? Okay, so essay two, the number one aspect that you must be intentional about is the justification of the course that you've chosen. For instance, if you have chosen a course in the area of agriculture, you must be able to justify it. So, for instance, if I'm talking about agriculture and food security, I must be able to justify that. Okay, maybe in my country we don't have enough food, and what have you. So I must be able to justify the course that I've chosen. So any course you are choosing, look for a way you can justify it in your essay two, and this is the number one point you should be able to develop in your essay two. Then you have to look at the research team, the research team, in what area do you want to do this research, in which area. I mentioned, for instance, if I'm working in the area of agriculture and I want to look at food security, there are different teams within the area of agriculture. Okay, so look for a specific team that tallies or resonates with what you've been doing from your undergraduates, if you're applying for masters, or what resonates with what you did during your master's degree if you are going for a PhD. Okay, so don't forget to write about your research problem. What are the things that you actually want to solve? Because you can't just want to do research without having some problems in mind that you want to solve. Okay, so basically you actually want to solve a problem. So what are the research, what are the problem, what are the areas where there is a paucity of research, or there is a paucity of solution, or the research problem that are still lingering, that have not yet been solved. So look for the specific one in your area, and let them be part of your essay too. Literature review, do a literature review. Of course, we all know how we do literature review. Like after you have consulted like maybe 15 or 20 journals or articles about the area where you want to research, and you've been able to bring out a research problem, research title. So talk about the works that has been done, and in this place it is very important for you to also look at the works that has been done in Brazil, so you can now connect it. It's important for you to link these aspects to the works that has been done in Brazil, especially if you know that there are expertise in this aspect in Brazil. Okay. All right. So don't forget to talk about the methods that you want to use in solving the problem that you have created or that you've pinpointed. So what are the methods that you actually want to use? Then what is the time frame? For instance, if you are going for a master's and it's supposed to be for like 18 months, what is the time frame from the inception to the last? What are the things? So it is important, even though it is not going to follow that order, but it is important for you to at least create an order of how want you want the whole process to go, the 18 months, how you would like to spend the 18 months. Okay, maybe for instance, the first 6 months you're going to be attending lectures. So from there, the next following 2 months you're going to be collecting samples. Just create a timeline. And the next one is reference. I mean, if you have reviewed any article that were published from a particular lab, make sure you reference them. And here there is a logic, or there is wisdom to this part. If you have the school you are going to already, make sure you look for publications from that particular department. Okay, so make sure that the publication from this department are part of your review. Especially, you can also try to get the name of the coordinator or the department you are trying to apply to. Okay, you can check some of my videos where I discuss about how to send a cold mail to professors in Brazil. So try to look for the coordinators in your department. So try to look for the research that this person has done. Although GCUB will tell you that you should not consult, you should not consult any professor yet, but use wisdom to look at the publications that they've done. You are not consulting them directly, but indirectly, you are actually reaching out to them because you've read what they've done, and you are trying to now align it with what you've done. If you can do so, just imagine somebody reading your work and the person is trying to do something that is in line with what you've done. It will ginger you, it will make you to feel how, yeah, compared to somebody that is planning to do something that you've not done before. Okay, so basically it is very important for you to take note of all of this. So essay 1 is usually 1000 words, and essay 2 should be between 4000 words. Okay, so make sure you start planning about all of this before the form comes out. Okay, and I'm wishing you good luck in the coming application for GCU. All right, so guys, thank you so much for always showing up, and thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to do so, and don't forget to like and share with your friends. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao.